Hello everyone, today I am going to show you how to use Moz on Windows. So these are the set of files on which I want to test for plagiarism. So first we have to install Moz. So for that go to any browser and type Stanford Moz. Click on the first result and scroll down, and here it is. Come to the registering for Moz section. Here basically you have to first register for Moz before using it. And how to register? You have to send an email to them in this email ID, okay, and the body of the email ID should be these two lines. First you have to write register user, then you have to write mail, then you have to give a space, then you have to write your email ID and send this email, send these two lines to this email ID. Okay, so I have already sent this email, and let me show you the email. So this is the email which I have sent them. As you can see, this is their email ID, and first you have to write register user, then mail, then give a space, then type your email. Okay. So this is my signature. You can ignore it, you can choose not to use it, no problem. Okay, so immediately after that, or maybe 1 or 2 minutes, you will get a reply from them. And let me show you the reply email. So this is the reply email. Okay, you will get it after 1 or 2 minutes. So as you can see, this is a very long email. It's a very long email. So you are getting this email means you are now officially registered for Moz. You can now use Moz. Okay. So in this email ID, they will give you one user ID. Okay. Search for that user ID. Okay. Click on find and search the user ID. Click on type user ID, and here it is. This is your user ID. Copy this user ID as of now. It will be required later. So minimize it, and the first step is done. That is registering to Moz. And the second step is download a GUI for Windows. Okay, scroll down and you can see a GUI for Windows. Click on it, and you will be redirected to GitHub. Click on code and download zip. And thanks to Shen Mei for developing this GUI for Windows. Start download, and it is already downloaded in the desktop. Let me extract this, and it is extracted. So here it is. So navigate to the folder. Okay, double click it. Click on Moz app master. Click on Moz app. Click on publish, click on setup.zip, and double click on setup.exe. So this is the installer. Click on install. So Moz is now installed on your system. So this is Moz interface. Okay. So close it. I'm showing you how to open it. Okay. As you can see, the icon is also appeared in the desktop. Even if the icon is not there, so go to start and type Moz. Go to start and type Moz and click on the best match, and here is it. This is the interface of Moz. So step 2 is also done, that is installing Moz. Now the step 3 comes, that means how to use the Moz. Okay, how to use the Moz. Okay, so here paste your user ID and choose the source files, and I'm going to check flag on this the files inside this folder. So click OK, choose M as 10. I basically prefer M as 10, and click on send request. So this interface will pause for some times, and it will show not responding maybe. And yeah, the link is generated, the report link is generated. You can click on the report link. So Here it is. This is the report link. Okay, this first two students are matching 64% with each other. Okay, let me click on this. So you can see the left side and the right side. You can compare their codes and all. Okay, so basically this is the report. Okay. Okay, so this is how to use MOS. So first we have registered for MOS. Secondly, we have installed MOS, and third thing is we have learned how to use MOS. Okay, so now I'm going to explain you the options, each of these options, what are they doing here. And if you already know these options, what are they doing, because these are already explained in the very long email you got. In this email these options are already explained, but still I am going to explain this. Okay, so what is base file? Base file is basically the instructor supplied code on which you don't want to be considered as plagiarism. Okay, because all the students will be using those codes because that is instructor supplied. So choose those files, those instructor supplied code as base files. Okay, basically those codes are whitelisted. Okay, now choose source file. You already know you have to choose the folder on which the files are there. And what is option C? Option C is basically caption. You can write lab 4 flag report. So it is basically caption. Okay, inside the report on the very top it will be written as a title. So it is basically the caption. And what is use experimental server? That is nothing but your query reports, means your request will go to the experimental server. Experimental server means the beta server, which is which is the most recent version of the server, but as well as the less stable than the current version. So I prefer not to use it. Don't use it, because that is just an experimental server. Although it is the most recent version, but it is less stable than the current one. So don't use it. And now what is use directory mode? Now it is a interesting one. Use directory mode means assume this is the folder student answers 2. Okay, so here 3 students are there, Amit, and Amit has submitted 8 files, and then Preeti has also submitted 8 files, and Rahul has also submitted 8 files. Now I want to check flag between these 3 students, but not inside a particular, but not the files of a particular student. Okay, I don't want to check flag for these files. Okay, but I want to check flag for Rahul and Preeti, Rahul and Amit, basically these 3 students, but not inside, but not their personal files. Okay, I have to exclude this file from flag checker. Okay, so what I will do is I have to submit this. I have to choose source files and select the folder, and then choose use directory mode. Okay, so let me show you the result. Click on send request, and it will pause for a moment, and it is showing not responding, but don't worry, your request is being processed. So here it is. Click on the result. So you can see Amit is matching with Preeti, Preeti is matching with Rahul, Amit is again matching with Rahul. So flag checking will be done on this 3 student only, but not inside the students folder. Okay, basically all the files inside the same directory will be considered as one unit. Okay, so this is all about use directory mode. And now what is option N? Option N is the number of rows in the output. Okay, number of rows in the output. So in the output you can see there are 3 rows. So and it is selected as 250. That means it will never cross 250. The 250 rows. It is basically the upper bound on the number of rows. So, and the most important option is M, option M. Okay, it is I like to set it as 10. I'm explaining it to you what is option M. Okay, so let me open Paint. So basically option M is equal to 3. That means a line is a line, if a line is matching with greater equal to 3 students, then it will not be considered as flag. Let me repeat myself. If a line is matching with greater equal to 3 students, then it will not be considered as flag. So if M is equal to 4, if M is equal to 4, that means if a line is matching with greater equal to 4 students, that line will not be considered as flag. Okay, so for a very simple program, M is equal to, as a rule of thumb, you can use M is equal to 3, 4, and in most of the case, otherwise M is equal to 10 would suffice. Okay, M is equal to 10 would suffice. M is equal to 10 means what? If a line is matching with more than 10 students, if a line is matching with more than 10 other students, then that line is not considered as flag. That is something a general line which most of the students may use. So that should not be used as flag. Okay, so I like to use M is equal to 10 in most of the cases. But yes, for simple programs, you can write M is equal to 3 or 4. So this is all about MOS app inside for Windows. In the next video, I will explain how to use MOS in Unix-like systems, particularly in Ubuntu. So as of now, thank you and bye bye.